Hello and welcome back to Process of Elimination. My name is Baby Dennis, and last time we beat the game. Yes, we found out who the Quartering Duke was, and we kind of had a very large, long discussion with the Quartering Duke. It basically boiled down to, are you the Quartering Duke because everyone dies, or does everyone die because you're the Quartering Duke? Nah, but it was a pretty cool interaction between Wato and the Quartering Duke. And you know what? I'm not really gonna go over it too much. It was a pretty nice conclusion to this overall very enjoyable game. Right now I'm gonna try to do the New Game Plus stuff. I realized what image I'm missing from the gallery. I actually obtained it, but I didn't save. So in this image in the beginning, you get to blow up one of them first, and then the other one dies. Right? I actually went back and did this in the first episode where I chose the other one, but I didn't save, so that one didn't get recorded. So when I do the New Game Plus, I'm gonna have to make sure to do that. And the other thing I want to do is just get the skits. So yeah, let's head into it. Keep clear data. I forgot how to go through. Oh, there we go. We can hold the L button to just go through all of it. Alright, yeah, here it is. Kill the one on the left. Blow him up. Boom. Yeah, we already saw this in the first episode, so I'm not gonna cover it, but that was the missing gallery piece. Good old novice, incompetent Wato and senior who's gonna die soon. I wonder if there's a way to really skip through this instead of like bit by bit. I'm actually gonna take a look. Nope, it seems like I'm gonna have to fast forward through all of this. Alright, see ya, anything new? Oh, this is the line. I think Senior's gonna say something about it. There's never an option. The Detective Elimination Project. There we go again. Tante Bokumetsu Projecto. And title drop. Oh, right. You know, while I'm skipping through this, and I hope I don't get, like, you know, overshadowed by Wato screaming. So the game came with like a small art book in the game, and I actually went through it after beating the game and noticed that there were some characters that were kind of interesting. First, for Saika, it actually said that like the reason why her hair color changed is because her parents were kind of, I don't really want to say abusive, but they did not allow her to have white hair even though she was born with it. So that she actually dyed her hair black. So that was the plot reason for that. And another thing was that oh right, Armor. He actually has black hair underneath that, and he actually looks very similar to Saika. It showed a picture of what Armor potentially looked like, which was honestly pretty cool. Also showed Diabolical Detective, and oh, we're about to bam. Okay. It also showed a whole bunch of characters when they're outside of their original character portrait thing. So, like, for example, we saw Downtown with her hair down. We saw a Bookworm when she was 4 years old. We saw, I think, Renegade, like, his full, like, weight. He has really, really long hair. But he has it tied up or, like, in a ponytail, so it looks a little bit different. We saw, oh, Invincible Detective, but not really, because it was kind of like the black figure in Detective Conan. We didn't actually get to see their face. But, like, stuff such as that. It was honestly pretty cool. Okay, we're in the first investigation section. Oh, wow. Something to make it a lot... Oh, we have RTs in the first one now, so that's going to be one of them. I believe I'm missing like 4. Let me double check. I can't save. But one thing is that we have control of everyone, which is very nice, since that can definitely expedite a whole bunch of stuff. Oh man, looking at Ideal now, she is busted. her stats on like everything are so high. Okay, we're about to get our first RT of the New Game Plus. Huh? Someone's handkerchief is here. I feel like I've seen it before, a long, long time ago. Oh, it's gonna be Saika's embroidered handkerchief. Ah, yes. Oh, the mountain of bodies. Even the denouement was unable to predict this outcome. The crime was executed meticulously, leaving not even a single trace to go off of. The culprits must be at least somewhat aware of my ability.
よほど信頼されていた人物が時間をかけて下準備をしていたに違いない。そしてそれが可能な人物といえば
She's gonna suspect Senior, probably. Yeah. There's only one name that comes to mind. This could only be his doing, but I hate to even consider the possibility. He supported the DA since its founding. It's entirely too hard to believe, too dreadful to fathom.
理想殿、換気を続けて研究棟内の空気はあらかた無毒化できたようである。
ああ、武装君。そうか、よくやってくれた。なら早速中の死体の山の移動を始めよう。彼らは皆探偵同盟の同志として共に戦い続けてきた私の家族たちだ。
Wow.
あのように乱雑な状態で放置するなど耐え難いからな。
Wow, it really shows how much Ideal really cared for everyone, wanted everyone to survive, but she was the second one to die, unfortunately. Armor doesn't budge. That's peculiar. He usually springs into action the moment I give him an order.
どうした？何か指示に分かりにくい部分でもあったか？
理想殿には家族はいないのか？
Oh, he wants to confirm whether or not he's her brother, I think.
だから先ほども言った通り、探偵同盟の仲間たちは私の家族だと。
違う。血のつながった本当の家族のことを聞いているのだ。お主には家族はいないのか？我はお主に面影を感じるのである。昔生き別れた我の妹の。
So for all these RTs, I'm gonna have to like bring up or like question why is this brought up now? And for this one, it's obvious. It's confirming the relationship between Ideal and Armor. So that can't really be given out anything earlier than chapter 6, I believe.
鎧、サイカ。
Wait, did he specifically say Saika? No. No.
白い肌に白い髪を持って生まれたために父親から疎まれ、最終的に鎧家のパトロンに提供されたという武装君の妹だな。なるほど。君は妹の正体が私なのではないかと思う。
Oh, wait, Yoro. His name is Yoroi. Doesn't that straight up just mean armor? How nostalgic. I completely forgotten my father, but even now I recall recall my older brother's kindness. When I was made to dye my hair black, he alone stood beside me, supporting me until I met Wato and gained the courage to face tragedy head on.
変わらぬ肉親への愛、実にときめかせてくれるな。
ああ。
やはりサイカだったのだな。ずっと探していたぞ。あの頃はお前を守り抜けなかったが、今の我なら必ず。
しかしその推理は的外れだ。私は鎧サイカではないし、
Oh, okay.
兄を持った覚えもない。
I think she's lying.
私には肉親などいないよ。期待に応えられなくてすまないが、この話題はここで終わりにしよう。
I reject my older brother's claim decisively. I am Ideal detective after all. Oh yeah, she's lying. I don't understand why. She says it's because she's Ideal. I'm a target for criminals around the world. I must remain untouchable, with no family or weakness to speak of. Oh, because he said that he'll protect her, but honestly, it's gonna be a lot more difficult because she'll have to end up protecting him.
さあ、そんなことよりも職員たちの遺体の移動を始めるぞ。洋館も確かめなければならないしな。
待ってくれ。
Armor blocks my path before he continues speaking.
今さら家族と再会しても意味がないことは知っている。我にはサイカの兄を名乗る権利などないし、どれほど恨みを買っているか想像もつかない。しかしそれでも我は兄としてお前を愛し続ける。危機が訪れた際には必ず駆けつけてみせよう。
Aww.
幸せになってくれ。
Even though she's trying to keep him out of danger, he's too stupid to understand. He's just still gonna do what he's gonna do. That's the Armor I know.
それだけ伝えられれば十分だ。我はサイカを守るために探偵を志したからな。このような危機的状況でお前のそばにいることができて心の底から嬉しいのである。
He's just the same as ever. I'm hit by a deep wave of nostalgia, nearly causing my stern expression to waver. Part of me wants to respond the way I would have in bygone days, when I was no more than a clingy younger sister. But I can't. Saika Yoroi is long dead. When I decided to live as an ideal detective 10 years ago, I abandoned my past and never looked back. After letting out a laborious sigh, I hardened my expression once more.
リーダーである私をお前呼ばわりは良くないな。
すまないのである、理想殿。我はとにもかくにも常にお主の味方であり続ける。だから必ず一緒に生きて帰るのだ。我はお主の笑顔を見られればそれで十分に幸せなのである。
Wait, did we ever get his name? Because we got the Yoroi part, but from Saika, but not his own. With that, Armor scurries into the research facility with gusto. I had guessed at his true nature, but to think his motives were so pure, some people never change it seems, even after 10 years. I feel a bit ashamed for doubting his intentions in the first place.
ワト君はどうしているかな。
Currently being framed for murder. If everything's gone according to plan, he should be waiting at the manor right now. Illusory detective. Wait, we don't know who that is. Regularly updates me on his status, but this will be our first time speaking directly in 10 years. Honestly, I'm rather giddy.
私を妹として思い続けてくれた彼のように、君も変わらずにいてくれるかな。
I smile wryly as I anticipate meeting with him once more, a moment I've long awaited. That's sad.
どうかしたのか。
That's sad.
あ、
Oh, whoa, we get to see her do this time. There's a switch in the wall. I'm sure Wato would be in for a surprise if I made him flip this. Just picturing it excites me. That's kind of funny. So the culprit killed senior detective remotely using the chandelier. That means some evidence should be left on the ceiling. Oh, I like how we're using different characters now. Wait, Ideal, this simple trick, could it be a trap by the Courting Duke? I'll write it up in your place, so you handle the rest. Yeah, we're done with the first one. With one residual thought. I'm gonna return to the title screen. Yep, there we go. We got the 100% completion by blowing both of them up. Cool, and we have 3 more. So, oh no, 4 more, because we just got the handkerchief. So, I'm not actually gonna go through the entire game. I'm just gonna go through it until I collect all the rest of the skits or the residual thoughts. So I'll have to keep that number in mind. It might take until the rest of the game, I'm not sure, but it might not. Wait, I didn't get attacked by Renegade this time.
教えてください、ホームズさん。
Huh.
一体犯人は誰なんですか？
I wonder why. I didn't even notice. I was just skipping through it, but yeah, I didn't get attacked. No, Saika, she's died again. No, no. It's the opening. And nope, it's ending. Okay, investigation number 2. We see an RT right in the middle. Oh, it seems like some people are not with us anymore again. The second floor of the manor can now be explored. Oh man, I remember this one being a pain. Oh crap. At the very least, we don't have to go for the red ones, so I guess we'll just have to do this manually. Alright, we obtained something else, a bloody rosary. I think I missed it. Nope, after searching the trap room for hours, I finally discovered how to access the hidden passage. Oh, this is gonna be Mystic.
喜べお前たち。
Yorokobe!
隠し通路の謎がついに解けたかもしれないぞ。
Oh right, his name was Van Helsing. Something Van Helsing, I forgot what his first name was. The group cheers in triumph at my announcement. Even Posh Detective, who had been addled until this moment, breaks into a gleeful smile. Now these young lives will be saved. Although I dared not show it, this is truly a relief. I could not bear to see the rising generation stamped out.
魔界ちゃん、あんたマジ最高。
I'm gonna poison you!
イケオジ。
Ugh! Downtown Detective flings herself upon me. The impact causes one of her long false nails to nick the skin of my neck. Ugh! I hardly feel it, like a cat's scratch. Before long, my neck grows hot.
若い少女たちはなぜこのような奇怪な爪を好むのだろうな。文のやつもいずれは 派手な爪をつけたいと願うのだろう。
He's thinking like a dad. It's like, will she go through this downtown phase as well? Oh no.
魔界ちゃん黙り込んでどったの？急に抱きつかれて興奮しちゃった？
憂えていたのだ、未来を。
Ooh, what a choice of words.
憂い？
She's like, oh no, he caught me.
ちょっと渋谷さん、未婚の男女が触れ合うなどハレンチですわよ。はしたないからおやめなさい。
Seize at once.
家族ちゃんってばかったいな。うちらはもうファミリーみたいなもんじゃん。ハグの一つや二つ普通だって。
Just killing each other, you know?
つうか全員で生きて出られるって分かったんだし、テンション上げるっきゃないっしょ。
Oh man.
家族ちゃんも一緒にあげちゃおうよ。あげなきゃ損損しし損損。
Seeing this all in hindsight. Hindsight's 2020. This kind of hurts, man.
あなたとおしゃべりしてるとどっと疲れますわ。
渋谷探偵か。
According to the Alliance HQ, since her close friend was slain by the Duke, she has investigated a number of seemingly linked cases. As such, her rank has shot up over the past half year. I cannot envision what conviction lies past that beaming smile, but I am certain of one thing. In order to avenge her friend, she's surely prepared to give her life at any moment. Just as I was during the case of the vampire, following the recent death of my wife and daughter. Oh, that's why he's so invested in that. Oh, I didn't realize that would have a direct connection with him. And he used to have a wife and daughter, so that's why. Oh, that's why he took Bookworm in.
探偵デバイスで隠し通路の場所が分かったと報告すれば、八崎公は私を本気で殺しにかかるだろう。心して挑まねばなるまい。
It's unfortunate, but you are already dead. In which case, should I inform her first? I call out to downtown detective, finally released from Pasha's wrath, and beckon her closer.
渋谷探偵、今からお前に隠し通路の開放条件を伝える。
Oh, he chose the worst possible person.
代わりにみんなを導いてやってくれ。
は？なんでうちに？なんで教えてくれんの？まさかうちに
大切なものを失った同志だからだよ。お前、いつ死んでもいいと思っているだろう。
なんでそれを？
目を見ればわかるさ。私も文と出会うまでは長い間一人月明かりのない夜闇を歩き続ける心地でいたからな。この夜は一生明けないと思っていた。目的も希望もなくひたすらに歩き続けていた。だが同じ境遇であった文を救い、彼女と共に歩く中で日差しの暖かさを思い出したのだ。
He's basically describing his depression after losing his wife and kid, and he can see that same feeling in downtown. And I guess downtown just couldn't deal with that, so she ended up following the Duke. いつ
か必ずこれからも生き続けようと思える日が来る。それまでの間は自分のために生きられないなら、せめて他の者から託された希望のために生き続けろ。吸血鬼ハンターの末裔エヴァンス・ヘルシングが保証しよう。
Evans Helsing.
明けない夜はない。夜明けは必ず訪れるとな。
何それ？明けない夜はない。
So emo, gosh.
中に丸出しじゃん。バカだよね。
Oh man.
バカだよ。
Downtown detective continues laughing as if mocking herself. While I cannot attest to her sorrows, I do wish for her to continue living. It is my belief that one day, in time, the sun's ray of hope will shine upon her heart once more. After learning how to open the passage, Downtown informs me that she will be waiting in the living room and takes her leave. What fate will befall me now, I wonder? As my heartbeat gradually quickens for some strange reason after the poke that she gave me, I prepare my announcement on the D-pad.
渋谷探偵、私の希望は確かに託したからな。
Man, he was so cool. I kind of wish he didn't go out that way.
どうかしたのか?
Done with the second investigation. We got 2 residual thoughts? I thought we only got 1. Okay, so I double checked. So it said basically 2 for the entire level. I got 1 this time, but before I got 1, so it counted as 2 in total. Investigation number 3. I don't see any RTs here yet. Oh boy, this is one where Renegade was just chasing after us. Oh, I forgot how many things there were. Oh, there is not a new RT here. Huh, I could have sworn there was gonna be one. Okay, we're done with investigation number 3. I guess previously we had 2 residual thoughts here, which is why they're like, nah, we don't need another one. Oh right, I forgot about this investigation, where they introduced the invisible ones. Oh man, I struggle with this one quite a bit. But there are no RTs here, so you just have to survive. Let's see what happens if we just investigate. It's over there. Alright. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm like really bad at this. The invisible ones are the bane of my existence. Alright, I just hugged the corners of the room and they couldn't reach me. Haha, take that, you invisible SPXs. Okay, back in this room again. The one that really messed me up so many times. And there's a RT right here. So we're getting that one for sure. This newspaper clipping is about the Gingami family suicide. That incident was pretty wildly publicized a while back. But what's it doing here? Oh, this one is Gingami, which was Renegade, I believe. While the group was distracted by the 3 arrows on the wall, I called out to the man I've set up my sights on. Oh my god. He planned his death. Damn.
我とってあるか? もちろん大歓迎だぞ、下道殿。
Armor replies amiably. From what I can tell, he's not putting up on front, but that pesky metal blocking his face, I'm short on any tells.
武装ちゃんは素直で可愛いね。実は君にずーっと聞きたかったことがあるんだよ。君はいつだって命がけで誰かを守ろうとするよね。それは一体どうしてだい？君と同じく命を尊ぶ者として非常に興味があるんだ。
誰かを守る理由か。あまり褒められたものではないから話すのははばかられるのだが。
It's because he lost his sister. Just like I figured, he doesn't want to spill. I can practically hear his distrust for me. But oh well, I got no other choice. Time to play my trump card.
ちなみに俺が命を尊ぶ理由はシンプルだよ。武装ちゃんは10年ほど前に起きた銀神家一家心中事件を覚えているか？
銀神家か。物覚えの悪い我でもその名前はさすがに覚えているぞ。一家心中を図った母親を当時8歳だった子供が殺した事件であろう。正当防衛とはいえ子供が殺したには母親の遺体の状態があまりにも凄惨でワイドショーで盛んに取り上げられていたな。
Damn, he really went the extra mile.
よくご存知で。何を隠そう、俺こそがワイドショーの注目の的となった児童 A 銀神15その人だよ。
Gingami Jugo.
下道殿が児童 A？
ああ、そうさ。事件の後行く先々で騒動を起こしてしまってね。ついには探偵同盟の監視下に置かれてしまった児童 A の慣れの果て。それがこの俺、下道探偵の正体なのさ。
Even through his helmet, I can sense Armor's confusion. Everyone's heard of the case. Admitting I'm the culprit could only garner this kind of reaction. It's hilariously predictable. But laughing now would ruin the mood, so keeping a meek expression, I continue.
児童 A は殺意を向けられて発狂しただの、サイコパスだの散々噂されたものだけど、真実はとてもシンプルだよ。
Yeah, they were right.
俺は母さんを救えなかった。俺のせいでその命を散らせてしまった。残された俺にできることは、母さんの命を背負い、彼女の分まで生きることだけだと思ったんだ。だから俺は命を尊ぶ。俺が背負った命を、この世界中で生きる命を、無意なものとしないようにね。
そうであったか。
I didn't need it to trauma dump on me. Just like that, the suspicion is gone from Armor's voice, all according to the plan.
自分の力不足が原因で肉親が失われるのは苦しいな。我にもよくわかるのである。
武装ちゃんの方は過去に何があったんだい？よほどのことがなくちゃ俺たちみたいな考えには至らないと思うんだけど。
We already know he's gonna fall for it. Armor's too stupid.
もう地下牢の時のように無能殿や他の探偵たちの命を狙わないと約束してくれるか。
That did not happen.
そんなことしないよ。神に誓って絶対に。
Was that the little hand he lost? Never mind. Yeah, I think he lost his right arm.
なら我もお主を信じるのだ。下道殿は鎧一族の話を聞いたことはないか？
鎧一族、古くからこの国で甲冑を作り続けてきた血筋だね。名のある戦では必ず鎧一族の甲冑が成果を上げたとか。
Yeah, that's me.
その甲冑は陽光として名高く、コレクターも多い。俺が解決してきた事件でも鎧一族の甲冑が原因で起きたものがあったよ。
その通りである。そして何を隠そう。
Oh, there we
我の本
go.
名は鎧無我。
His name is Muga.
鎧一族の技術を正当に受け継いだ後継者なのだ。
へえ、こいつは驚いた。まさか君がまとっているその鎧は君自身の手で作ったものなのかい？
いや、この鎧を作ったのは父上だ。我の父上は鎧一族の教えに準じ、その生涯をすべて鎧作りに捧げた
A
狂気の
madman.
人物であった。今の時代に鎧など作ろうと誰にも評価されず、飯の種にもならぬというのに、母上が病に伏し、自身も心身を蝕まれようとも、父上は鎧を作る手を止めなかった。そして父上が事切れると同時に完
Wow,
成させた
his
鎧こ
final
そが
breath.
我のまとう鎧だ。最新の電子からくりを備え、固く粘り強い特殊合金を用いたこの鎧はまさしく究極の鎧。
That's right, he used a scale of a dragon. It's like, wait, dragon?
だが鎧があってもまとう者がいなければ意味はない。誰も守れはしない。誰かがまとわなければ父上の生み出した鎧は意味をなさず、その一生が空虚なものとなってしまう。
だから君が鎧をまとって誰かの命を守っているわけか。実にそそる話だね。
Oh no, it's making him tingle. He's already got his plan cooking. I see. It's all coming together. But I'm still not sure how it connects to the Quartering Duke and the Dayless Night incident. There must be some deeper mystery here. But man, this guy sure makes me tingle. He's definitely worth messing with.
武装ちゃん、俺たちは志を共にする仲間だ。お互いこの命が尽きるその瞬間まで信念を貫き通そう。
心から感謝するぞ、下道殿。同志が増えて我は嬉しいのだ。
While shaking the hands with Alma, I start thinking, what kind of trap could pierce that sturdy suit of his? Oh my god. Alright. If I can just locate that hidden passage the personnel used and get ahead of everyone, maybe I can find that red XPX. Yeah, that's good. Let's go with that. A suit with so much life poured into it, ruined as he puts his own on the line. It's got me tingling already.
ちょうど気になる子もいることだし。
Oh my god, he's such a
動き
POS.
出すとしようかな。
Oh man. Okay, they're there. Oh, okay. I am not gonna be able to get this one on time. I have to lure it
少
away.
女はこくりとうなずいてます。
Oh no, I've miscalculated. No. Oh, I let the computer move on its own too. Ah, that was a bad idea. I hate this level so much.
退屈な謎だったよ。
Alright, we're finally done with this. Oh, I hate this map a lot with a passion. Okay, let us continue. Oh, time to get killed again. Bye, Wato. Okay, another investigation. Okay, there is an RT here this time. So that means... Oh boy, that means we're gonna have another RT in the last section. I was really hoping not for that, but okay. This looks like a will? It's torn apart, so whose is it? Ooh, I think it's going to be Workaholics. We didn't get his yet. A torn up will. As I walk, I focus all my energy on my surroundings. I have a responsibility to find Renegade and to kill him as quickly as possible. This is the greatest atonement I could possibly achieve. Luckily, the elevator to the surface is broken. Without the strength to pry it open, he has but one option. Attempt repairs on the distribution board. No matter how well he hides, I swear, I'll oust that man and choke the life out of him. Oh, we're gonna see the discussion between Workaholic and Dolful, aka the Quartering Duke. Ooh, okay, yeah. I had to also think back why we did the other one. So like, we had armors, which was, you know, well, we needed armors for his name. His name could have been a spoiler and the backstory. So that's the reason for armors. I forgot what the other one I did today was. Oh right, the other one was for Mr. Van Helsing. And that was probably to show more of Shibuya and how we know that she committed the crime. That probably could have been presented before the end of the game, but I think it's fair to have it there because we did find out a lot more about downtown before the end of the game, or in chapter 6, we found out about her best friend, what she really did, and how downtown really feels. So I'll give that a pass. Oh god.
なんだ、飛脚くんか。驚かせないでくれ。
With a sigh of relief, I feel my tension ease. This chance encounter was sooner than expected, but still according to plan. Their values may differ, but the other detectives are good at what they do. I knew my threats wouldn't faze them, but they probably rested a while before setting out to pursue me. Their carelessness is unfortunate.
やはり、君たちも追ってきたか。同じ探偵として気持ちはわかるが、今回の相手は普通じゃない。くれぐれも油断しちゃいけないよ。外道探偵に襲われてはいけないから、みんなの近くまでは一緒に行こう。もちろん、合流するわけにはいかないけどね。
I wonder if Dolful is gonna show that they are the Quartering Duke or invincible, or if Workaholic is going to be just convinced by Dolful from like any normal mean. He's gonna guilt trip him normally instead of sadistically.
ありがとう。社畜さんも無茶はしないようにね。それにしてもずっと気になっていたんだけど、この施設で流れる機械音声って八つ咲き講と同じだよね。これは市販の声なの？
なあ、これは私がまだ機密警察の一員だった頃に私の声を元に作成した。
Oh, wow.
八つ咲き講が使用しているのは私への当てつけだろう。
Come to think of it, I actually never had that answered. I completely forgot about it. But the voice that the SPX uses is the Quartering Duke's voice. I completely forgot, and it was based after Workaholic. Oh man, I guess that makes sense because the SPXs were made by the secret police and he was part of it. but that did not even occur to me.
下道探偵の行動は許せないとしても、あの地下施設に閉じ込められた奴が私を恨むのは当然だ。八つ崎公は過去の私が生んだ怪物。比嘉君たちは必ず無事に家へ帰すから安心してくれ。
Kind of occurred to me that technically there are like 3 victims that were killed, while a lot of the rest ended up being kind of suicides or murder suicides. So that's man, the Korean Duke really did a number.
そもそもどうして社畜さんは機密警察の一員に？
結論から言えば暗殺家業の一族だったから。
Oh right, we read about that before.
私は今でこそ志崎宗也という名前だけど、本来は同じ読みでも志崎宗也というおっかない感じでね。
I don't understand this as an American who can't read Japanese, but I kind of wonder what he means. She kind of means death, I believe.
家族の多くが死んだ影響で、まだ年若かった私も国から命じられる汚れ仕事に準じることになったんだ。リーダーやビドックと出会って探偵同盟に入っていなければ、きっと一生その呪縛から逃れられなかったと思う。今の奥さんとも出会えなかっただろうね。
探偵同盟に入ったおかげで呪縛から解き放たれたんだね。
I'm waiting for the mask to come off.
奥さんやお子さん、職場の皆さんは社畜さんの過去を。
いや、知らない。教えるべきでないとも思っているよ。
Weakness detected.
過去の私が犯した罪を今の私を信じる者にまで背負わせるべきじゃない。私の罪は私だけが背負っていくべきだからね。
僕もその方がいいと思うよ。探偵は真相を解き明かすのが仕事だけど、世の中には知らない方がいい真相もあるもんね。でも心配なのは、社畜さんが下道探偵を殺したら必然的に社畜さんの過去が明るみに出ることかな。
Oh, he's basically saying you're not getting out of this island unscathed.
あれ、気づいてなかった？だってそうでしょ。下道探偵が八つ崎公の正体だと世間に発表されれば、社畜さんとの因縁も世に公開されてしまうはず。
Sneaky.
いくら探偵同盟の力をもってしても口に戸は立てられない。下道探偵を撃った社畜さんに関する情報はきっと世に出てしまうよ。
ビドックに頼むよ。最大限情報を明かさないでくれとね。
ビドックさんがそんな相談に乗ってくれるかな。
He's convincing him.
あの人は常により多くの人を守る選択をする人だから。社畜さんの経歴を明かすことで社会の混乱を防ぐことができるなら、すぐにでも明かすと思うよ。
Man, Vidok is, we really didn't get to see this person's face or anything at all.
下道探偵の過去は機密警察とは切って話せない。いずれ必ず社畜さんの過去にも行き当たるんじゃないかな。
Don't. My heart pounds faster. No, he wouldn't. And yet my distrust of the organization outweighs my own denial. I've sacrificed my all for the DA, so I know better than anyone. Even if I wish otherwise, collateral damage is of no consequence to Vidok. Thanks to him deploying that black SPX to stop the Quartering Duke, we've lost Saika, our failsafe. If it was deemed necessary, he would have no trouble cutting me loose and tossing me aside. Not that I mind. It'd be a fitting end, really. But what about the family I'd leave behind? My company, my co-workers? Who will protect all the people I hold dear?
不安だよね。今の社畜さんの気持ちはすごくわかるよ。
Oh man, this really ties back to what Dolfo said when they, were the Quartering Duke. They said that there are a lot of people whose biggest fear or biggest whole thing that holds them back from essentially committing suicide is, I guess, their obligation to other people, or their fear of other people finding out that they are how they feel. And for Workaholic, He doesn't want them to find out about his past because it might affect them in a very negative way. If he's gonna die, he'd rather just die and carry all the baggage with him. Dolfo looks at me with pity. My heart hammers. I doubt he remembers his mother, but that melancholic face looks just like hers.
自分が傷つく覚悟は固められる。でも大切な家族や友達が傷つくことはいくら覚悟したって耐えられない。
That also ties in with
傷つくと分かっていて
Dolfo.
前に踏み出すことはとても大変だ。
The way Dolfo, has tried to essentially hurt themselves, but other people get hurt in his place, is very similar to the statement.
だから僕たちにも協力させてくれないかな。下道探偵を殺す以外にもいい手段はあるはずだから。
飛躍くん。
He reaches out his palm. To me, the gesture resembles a ray of shine. Oh my god. It resembles a ray of sunlight cutting through the heavy darkness of night. Oh man. This is the salvation he provides. That's right. Maybe I can't rely on the DA, but even then, I still have allies. If I could get their help one more time, or maybe now that I'm cornered like this, or no, maybe I could just...
ありがとう、飛躍くん。君の言う通り、仲間を頼ることにする。
I think this is before he met up with Wato, because I think this is when they were supposed to rest in the hangar, I think, but Dolfo ended up following. Oh man, so sneaky. My resolve hardens. I shake his hand, for the sake of protecting those I love. Oh man, that's dark. Man, got played like a fiddle. Oh boy. Okay, we finished this investigation. Whew. Oh! I don't know when it happened, but yeah, that was actually the last one. I thought there was another one. You can actually review these. Oh, this was one of them too. Oh, wow. I don't think I've actually seen this one before. I haven't... Well, I'm gonna reset this actually, because I don't know when this was obtained. It was Ideal Detective. Bug Zapper. Okay, so... Wait, Bug Zapper? The girl dreamt... Bug Zapper? What are the names of these? I actually don't remember obtaining some of these. I'm like kind of confused, I'm not gonna lie. So, Bug Zapper was the one with the will. The one we just... Yeah, this one. Yeah, the one we just saw. But, the one with the picture, Workaholic Silence, is with Posh. Okay. I'm getting a good idea of which ones are which. And... I don't remember getting some of these. This is Renegades, this is Techies, Mystic, this is Heroes Back. Don't remember this one. Ah, this was Rowdies. This was Bookworms, this was Dolful, and this was Ideal. So I know I haven't seen this one for sure, because when I fast forward through it, it wouldn't continue because I don't fast forward past unread dialogue. I haven't walked down this old familiar road in a long time. It's gloomier than I recall, and something about it feels lonely now. How long has it been since Senior Detective detained me? My whole life's changed since, with each moment spent in distress, tormented by the eyes of others. Just the idea of future brings me down. I don't want to think about what's to come. I don't want empty hours for my mind to roam. Wait, are we supposed to be in the POV of Ideal? I mean, it was called Ideal Detective. So... No, wait, it says Senior Detective detained me. I have no idea. I don't want to think about anything at all. The more I do, the more my indescribable anxiety swell and surge. The truth of the Courting Duke case has been covered endlessly on TV variety shows. The truth of those who sought salvation via mutual suicide. Oh, this is a conclusion to all of it. Oh, crud. I understand those who reach out to the Duke so well that it hurts. To live and suffer endlessly, or to give in to the release of death. When presented with these two options, anyone would naturally choose the latter. But these days of pointless anguish end here and now. I finally made up my mind. I'll go where no one will find me, see me, or disturb me. And then, I'll die alone. I've
や
decided.
っと見つけたよ。
Finally found you.
ここに来ていたんだね。
So this is post-game. Huh. I thought it was gonna be doleful, to be honest. But I don't think that's possible. He wouldn't be able to be roaming the streets. My thoughts are interrupted by a voice coming from behind me. Did someone really figure me out already? But who? How? I snuck out without my parents seeing. I only came here on an impulse anyway, so why would...
この町は、君がかつて連続ペット殺傷事件を引き起こし、老子探偵に捕まった場所。人生の分岐点だ。思い詰めて何か行動を起こす際には、必ず立ち寄ると思っていたよ。
This is the first case, and not the first case of, you know, the DA stuff. It was the first scene that we saw where the Wato was not stalking, but like trailing after Senior because he thought he was the person who killed all these animals. But no, this is the person who did it, and Senior detained him. That's why it said Senior detained him. Oh man, look at him now. I turn to see a boy who looks even younger than me. His face is soft with a gentle sort of aura about him. Wow. Look at that. He's really changed. That's actually really, really cool that we get like not a residual thought through you know, the investigation on the island, but like an actual conclusion to I guess what happened afterwards, because I thought they were going to go to war with the DA about the information, releasing the information, but no, it seems like they actually did it. There's something about his eyes, though, maturity that draws me in. They're sharp and clear, as if they can see right through me.
大丈夫。何も言わなくていいよ。僕には、すべてわかっている。君の犯した罪は、名前や過去と一緒にインターネット上で拡散されているんだろう。
Can't hide anything from the internet, ever.
君は君なりの贖罪を続けてきた。ボランティアに勤め、必死で働き、勉学にも励んだ。
Oh, so this has probably been a while after that.
一時の気の迷いによって犯した罪が原因で報われることはなかった。
So is this person in like high school? Because they sound relatively young. Though I thought they would have been older because they did a lot of these things, but it really sounds like they're not actually that old. When he said when he left, he said he snuck out without his parents seeing. So, and they were studying, so I assume they're maybe in high school. But the thing is, it's like, does that mean they were killing animals when they were like in middle school, or maybe this wasn't that long ago?
どれほど思い悩んできたか、僕には見えているよ。これまでよく頑張ったね。
A strong effort, he says. The phrase resonates in my heart, and I feel the strength leave my body, like I'm about to collapse here and now. My parents, my classmates, my probation officer, they never have a good word to spare for me. After all, they can never understand a felon. Toiling away is all I can do in the light of my unforgivable misdeeds. Understand that much. My heart still aches for someone's praise, I guess. All I've ever wanted is for my existence to truly be seen for what it is.
ほら、顔を上げて。苦しみから逃げるために命を絶つくらいなら、今この場で生まれ変わったと思って。
Oh, he's recruiting him.
僕らと一緒に働いてみないか。君が学んできた動物医療の知識を生かして、動物関連の事件を専門に解決していく探偵。
Wow.
地味探偵としてね。
The veterinary detective. Wow. Veterinary detective? Confused, I ask who he is exactly, but the boy just smiles triumphantly as he extends a palm to me.
僕たちの名前は理想探偵。
We're ideal detectives.
君も一緒にこの世界の悲劇を覆しに行こう。
Aww. I gaze at his outstretched hand. It's smaller than mine, yet feels somehow larger, stronger, warmer, glowing like the break of dawn. Wow. Wow. That is pretty cool. The fact that that was the last skit. I thought there was one more. I was like, oh, I guess that'll be in the last investigation. But no, they just added this one after you obtain the rest. That is pretty cool. Well, there's not really much left to do. I do want to look at the roster now that we've gotten everyone. So now, will this change? Oh, I was hoping his alias would change to Ideal Detective. And is there anything at the end? Oh, there is. As an orphan, he was kidnapped and made to participate in the secret police's experiments 10 years ago. This awakened his power, granting him the special ability to predict future tragedies. Denouement. He was expected to assume the title of Ideal Detective until his weakness led to a disaster, wounding him. Deemed unfit, his memories were altered and he was subsequently released. And oh, we have her true name too. Ah, she has 2 real names. Because one is her original name and one's the one that she ended up adopting. Ah. Due to a congenial disorder, the Yoroi family offered her up to the secret police 10 years ago. She took the place of Wato Hojo, assuming the position of the second Ideal Detective. Her past prior to this has been erased and details remain unknown. Man, her parents suck. I know that, like, I mean, come on, they were just kind of smithies. Why did they have to really... Was it like, oh, my child is too weak, not worthy of this armor, or something? Like, they're just making armor. Why did you have to throw away your child? Here we have Jugo Gingami, 17 years old. During the Gingami family suicide case 8 years ago, he brutally murdered his own unhinged mother in alleged self-defense, garnering worldwide publicity as Child A. His numerous disruptions at the Juvenile Rehabilitation Center ultimately led to its collapse. He was then removed by Ideal Detective and placed in his current role. Okay, I think we only have a few more. The one like with Posh and Pinkertons are already done. Ooh, Advance Van Helsing. I think we're gonna get more about his family maybe. During the case of the vampire, a part of the Dailiest Night incident, he fell into despair over the loss of his family. After meeting Bookworm Detective while working on the case of the lycanthrope, however, he adopted her, and the two began a new life together. Unbeknownst to Bookworm, he is quite perturbed by the idea of her continuing to work as a detective, but he understands her feelings on the matter, ultimately finding himself unable to oppose her wishes. Aww, it shows like he's worried because he's seen so much death and he realizes the risk of being a detective, especially on this island. So many people died, even though I guess there were only 3 people that were like straight up killed. But he's just worried for her. Oh, here we have Workaholic's true name, Soya Shizaki, age 29. I am not sure if this was here before. I don't think it was. Originally part of the secret police, he took part in several inhumane experiments under the alias Diabolic Detective. In spite of this, he cooperated with the current Ideal Detective to dismantle the SP. As a key contributor to the DA's founding, his previous crimes have been overlooked. It is partially out of atonement for them that he works so tirelessly as a detective. Oh, I wonder if we're gonna get more here. No. I thought that we might get stuff about how Dolful was the Quartering Duke, but no, it's just more about the family and how he met, you know, Workaholic. And I think this might be the last one. I'm gonna check senior after this, but we have Muga Yoroi, age 21, so he's not actually that much older. He's 4 years older. A descendant of the Yoroi family, the craftsman of the so-called Transcendental Armor. The suit he wears was forged by his father, who poured his heart into its creation. While it may seem like ordinary armor at a glance, even its wearer is ignorant to the full extent of its technology it contains. If a portion of the suit is damaged, it can heal like flesh. After losing his younger sister, whose illness violated the family code, oh wow, you have white hair, you will be excommunicated, exiled from this family. You will be disowned because you do not have black hair, or you have to dye your hair first. He has maintained a great respect for the lives of others. Ah, I see. But his armor can heal? Wow, that is... Okay, I was wondering like, oh, they're just making armor. Oh no, they're making the armor. Wow! How? Alright, do we have anything else for Meicho Aragi? No, we already saw the one for Senior Detective. So, yeah, that's pretty much all in the game. Or all of the game that I think I'm willing to explore. We pretty much got everything. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this game. I already shared my thoughts, all the little things and how everything kind of connected. Oh man, Danto was right, everything did connect. And the little epilogue we get at the end for essentially getting the rest of the things for New Game Plus, they're pretty meaningful. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this bonus episode of, I guess, the rest of the game, because I think that's pretty much all I can do. Everything has been collected, and there's nothing else for us to explore. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this game. I enjoyed it a lot. And I really hope that there's a sequel for it somehow in the future. We have like a lot of people mention like the Gentleman Detective, or like the one that works like very specific top secret cases. I forgot their family name. And we also have Wato, who we've never seen before. I'm really hopeful of a sequel, but I don't know how this game did in terms of sales. It has been a while since this game came out. I think this game came out, I think it was May of 2021 in Japan, and only got localized, I think, April of 2023 in the West. Maybe it did alright in the West, I'm not sure. At least, honestly, the translation was good, though I think some words are not correct. Like, I talked about this with Rowdy and Yamato, and Shibuya with downtown. But honestly, despite the fact that maybe things aren't completely accurate, for the purpose of this game, it actually worked a lot. Rowdy is Rowdy, and Shibuya is a downtown area where you kind of get the feel of her being downtown. So, like, I don't really mind a lot of these localization choices. It's a localized, not a direct translation. But I hope there's a sequel for this, because there's so much more you can explore, and we've seen someone like Wato grow so much, but we've also seen some, you know, detectives that haven't joined the DA yet, like the veterinary one. And I think at the end, like, there's just so many things that they can kind of explore. So I really hope that this game gets a sequel sometime eventually in the future, maybe, because I really enjoyed it. But that's just me crossing my fingers, all my fingers at once, my toes, my eyes, hoping for a sequel. But yeah, I guess this will be the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a nice one. Peace!